Hey you guys! So for today's video, I'm going to be doing a Disney Q&A. I've loved Disney for as long as I can remember, so I thought this video would be fun. I have 10 questions that I had some friends make up for me, and I'm going to be answering them for you right now. So the first question is, what is your favorite meal at Disney World? All these questions are going to be Disney World, not Disneyland. I've only been there once. But my favorite meal, if it's a sit-down meal, it will be the Garden Grill in Epcot in the land. I love it so much, so good. And if we're talking about a fast food type meal, I would say go with Casey's. The mini corn dogs dipped in the cheese, so good. Love those. The second question is, what is your favorite Disney snack? I just discovered this snack about 2 years ago. It's the Cronuts in Epcot. Yeah, in Epcot. It's like they're right between Canada and America. It's this little bitty hut area. They are so good. A cronut, if you don't know what that is, I'm sure everyone knows what that is now. It's becoming so big. It's a cross between a croissant and a donut, and they cover it in sugar, a cinnamon sugar, and it's so good. You can either get it with ice cream or without ice cream. I've only had it without, and it's, oh my god, it's to die for. You have to go and try it next time you're at Disney World. The next question is, what is your favorite ride in each park? So I wrote this down because these are kind of long. So if you see me looking down, that's what I'm looking at. So for Magic Kingdom, I have top 5 because there's so many rides in Magic Kingdom. I can't just pick one. I'd have to say my top 5 favorite rides in Magic Kingdom would be Buzz Lightyear, the People Mover, Pirates of the Caribbean, Astro Orbiter, and Peter Pan. I love all 5 of those rides so much. So much. And my favorite ride in Hollywood Studios, also known as MGM, is Toy Story. My favorite ride in Epcot would be, I have 2 top favorite rides in Epcot, would be Soaring and Spaceship Earth. And then Animal Kingdom, I don't really like that park. I don't really go there whenever I go. The only reason I ever go to Animal Kingdom is to watch the Lion King show. So I'd have to say that's my favorite ride. I literally go into Animal Kingdom, watch the Lion King show, and then leave. Like, I don't know, it's just something about that park. It's not my favorite. The fourth question is, what do you like most about Disney? For me, I'd have to say just the environment and the people and how it can make you feel happy whenever you're having an awful trip. Because on senior trip, we didn't have the best trip, but we were always still so happy and we loved it. And so we were very conflicted. It was a very interesting trip. That's another story. But I'd have to say that, just the environment and the people that are in Disney World. Number 5, what is the thing you dislike about Disney the most? This was a really tough question to think about. I'd have to say just the distance between the parks and the hotels. Sometimes, depending on where you're staying, you can have a really, really long bus ride to certain parks. So I think that would be my number 1 thing I dislike. And number 6 is, how often do you go to Disney World? I go at least maybe once a year, sometimes twice. That's kind of rare. I went one time this year for a senior trip, and I don't have any other plans to go, which is sad. I want to go back. I want to go back so bad. Like, everything right now is like relating back to Disney. Like in my art appreciation class this week, we talked about Pixar and Disney, and I was just like, I want to go to Disney. And then we watched Singing in the Rain last night, and I was like, I want to go to Disney. But yeah. Number 7 is, what is your favorite Disney movie? Okay, so if we're talking about classic Disney movies, I would have to say Tarzan, Peter Pan, and Beauty and the Beast. I love those. I think Tarzan might be my favorite one out of the classics that I named. But yeah. But if we're talking about like other Disney, like maybe like Disney Channel originals or something, because I grew up on Disney Channel originals. I mean, I know this one isn't really an original, but High School Musical, that was my childhood. I literally grew up watching every single High School Musical, and that was my life. And I also really liked the new Disney movie that came out, Descendants. Yes, okay, don't judge me. I just really enjoy that movie. And also, this movie, it was made a few years ago, Stuck in the Suburbs. Oh my god. Every time that comes on Disney Channel, I have to watch it. It's my favorite thing ever. The 8th question is, what is the moment that made you love Disney? I really don't know this answer, but I feel like over the years of going and growing up and going to Disney, my love has gotten stronger, especially after middle school. I've gone a lot to Disney during high school, and it's just my love is growing stronger and stronger for Disney. So I really don't know the answer to that question, but that was my answer. The 9th question is something that you have to do every time you go to Disney. For me, I'd have to say, I don't know why, but I always want to go to Magic Kingdom on the first day of the parks. So like the first full day we are there to go to the parks, it has to be Magic Kingdom. Don't know why, but that's how I feel. And I always have to have the corn dogs from Casey dipped in the cheese. Has to be dipped in cheese. They can't be by themselves. That is a public service announcement. And now I always have to have a cronut because they're just to die for. So good. And the final question, number 10, is what is your favorite parade in Disney World? I'd have to say Main Street Electrical Parade. I just grew up watching that parade, and I think it's one of my favorites. I love the lights, and it's so beautiful. All the dancing and everything. It's just so beautiful. I love it. I love Disney. Oh, and if you're wondering about my ears, these are from Disneyland from their 60th Diamond Anniversary. I didn't go, but I got a cousin to give me some, and I love them. So yeah. And these are Maleficent ears, and these are ones that I got on senior trip. They're just red, white, and they don't have red. They're just blue and white, just American colors. I think we were there for President's Day, so that might be why they had those. Alright everyone, I hope you enjoyed my Disney Q&A. I hope to make more videos like this, more Disney related videos, because I just love talking about Disney. I can go on and on talking about Disney, and I just love it so much. So yeah, comment down below all your answers to these questions. I'll leave the questions in the description box below so you can answer them. So yeah, bye. See y'all next week.